Wilcox, if a person lies on Form 4473 and is a user of unlawful drugs, you can get between 5 to 10 years for that. Is that correct? Is that my understanding?
No, I believe Congress changed the sentence last Congress.
What is that sentence now?
Up to 15.
Up to 15 years. Why hasn't Hunter Biden been prosecuted for the crime that he committed?
I'm not aware of the facts of that case and can't comment on it.
Okay, who do we talk to see why this case is not being prosecuted? I mean, he said very clearly in his book that he used drugs, he had at least a gun.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point of order.
Totally irrelevant and not germane to this proceeding.
Sir, he's got his 5 minutes. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, so I understand why you do not want Mr. Wilcox to answer that question. It's very clear why you don't want, because there's a dual system of justice in America. That's what's going on right now, and everybody's talking about it across America. There's two standards of justice that are going on.
Hunter Biden claims that his gun charges should be dropped because his whole prosecution is politically motivated. Where have we heard that before? Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. PSA, Connecticut residents. If you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, please get the training done before July 2024, because then after that it gets longer, harder, more expensive, for no other reason to disincentivize you from going out and getting your permit in order to purchase a firearm. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There is a link to the online renewal portal for the state of Connecticut in the description box. Let's talk about this. Now, this has been a story I've been on for over a year. Let's recap. If you remember, Hunter Biden came under scrutiny for a gun purchase because they claim he lied on the 4473. Now, I've seen the 4473, and technically he did lie on it, which is punishable for up to 15 years in prison. We had the Secret Service get involved and try to get the 4473 after that same firearm was thrown into a garbage can by his ex-sister-in-law girlfriend. The gun was stolen from that garbage can. Then the scrutiny came in against Hunter Biden for lying on the 4473, and there was a lot of shenanigans going on. If you remember, Hunter Biden blamed illegal immigrants for his gun being stolen, which his ex-sister-in-law girlfriend threw into the garbage can. Then he tried to claim, and this was a good one, he tried to claim that he is protected under the Second Amendment for lying on the 4473 because drug use is not a disqualifier for purchasing a firearm, even though the 4473 clearly says, are you addicted to any narcotic? But they are now doubling down and they're claiming that the gun charges should be dropped because this is all politically motivated. Yeah. If only other people would get the same benefit of the doubt, but let's come into here. Hunter Biden blames Republican extremists for gun prosecution by Biden Justice Department. Hunter Biden's legal team is doubling down on its attempts to pin his federal gun prosecution on pressure from House Republicans and former President Donald Trump. Biden's attorneys filed a reply motion Tuesday in support of his claim that the Biden administration's Department of Justice is selectively prosecuting him for federal gun crimes committed in Delaware, and therefore the case should be dismissed. The double standard is just unbelievable. But, quote, this is until Mr. Weiss was under pressure and heavy criticism from Republican extremists arose. In response to the outcry from former President Trump, extremist House Republicans, and right-wing media looking to make Mr. Biden's fate a political issue in the next presidential election, The prosecution blew up that deal and now has brought felony charges against Mr. Biden, both here in Delaware and in California, and is seeking a heavy prison sentence for charges the prosecution was willing to resolve for probation just months ago, Biden's lawyers wrote in a court filing. Now they're being disingenuous. The probation deal that they came up with was a sweetheart deal where he basically was getting the whole thing swept under the rug. But what the judge noticed and had problem with was that this probation deal, or the deal that they were filing, was going to exonerate him from any future prosecution. And that judge said, that ain't gonna fly. The judge is the one who jumped in and said, no, we're not having that. But his motion is referring to a guilty plea agreement for 2 tax misdemeanors and a diversion agreement for a felony gun charge between Biden's legal team and Weiss's office. The guilty plea and diversion agreement fell apart in July after a judge questioned, and there it is, a prosecutorial immunity provision inside the diversion agreement. Now, I'm going to come down here. In his initial motion to dismiss, based on selective prosecution, Biden's team made similar assertions about Republican pressure supposedly motivating Weiss's decision to prosecute him in Delaware and California. The Delaware tax offenses and a single felony gun charge have since been dismissed. Now, I want to come over to here because the judge, or a judge, has released the search warrants that were used to investigate Hunter Biden, and they've just been released, and what was seized. And what they found was there was cocaine residue found in the pouch where Biden stored the gun, or his gun. And you scratch your okay, I thought this guy was over that, but apparently he's not. Because you remember, we had that little to-do at the White House where cocaine was found during, it was July 4th. They found, I believe it was July 4th, yeah. Found cocaine in the White House. You know, and everybody speculated that his behavior that day while on the balcony watching the fireworks, they said he was tweaking. Allegedly. But this is just amazing that he thinks that he should be exonerated, not because it's prosecutorial misconduct or pressure from right-wing extremists or anything else other than the fact that he's a Biden. And how dare you do that to me? Anyone else with the same charges doing the same things would be doing 15 years plus. Why is he still walking around? Anyone else would be done. They'd be done. But he's getting special favor and seems to think that he's way above the law. And it just shows a two-tier justice system. And it's just disgusting. Because if you remember, this case involves a revolver that he purchased and that was then thrown away. If you remember, I talked about this a few times, where there's a video that he made of him with a semi-automatic firearm in his hands with a prostitute and what appeared to be crack cocaine in the same room. I keep asking, what about that gun? Where did that gun come from? Has anybody looked into that? No. But it's just amusing that he thinks that he's being targeted for political persecution, while at the same time, we have another figure who is being targeted for political persecution, and they think it's all fine and dandy. It's just stunning at the double standards being played here. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.